Привет, Вайт. Чё там, живой? Ну и хорошо.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year.
Ну?
Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South.
Ну, это точно так же, как в Ace Attorney показывают. Иногда практически убийцу, но тебе надо доказать еще миллионы лет.
We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Это повествование.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that bad.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Вот ты догоняй. Так что поехали.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Да все нормально. Моменты нам можно.
God, you're gonna kill us!
Доброе утро.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Взяли, ограбили мужика.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for
Окей.
the tip.
А второе?
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Окей. Ну, пошли смотреть на труп. Ой.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps?
Интуиция.
Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Can you drive to this one?
Пошли на экшен посмотрим.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm not
post.
riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Да вы издеваетесь. Да куда ты лезешь? А ты куда лезешь? Дурак, что ли?
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Стреляй чаще! У тебя что, патроны не бесконечные?
Serving California and the West Coast with music.
Hands behind your head.
Я почти машину убил. Из-за вас.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
You know the way. You can drive.
Хоть иногда мне дадут пострелять, или я всегда буду только водителем. Я бы сам хотел пробовать по шинам попасть. Эх.
You boys ready? Follow me. We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Бля, я уже взрослый, у меня, оказывается, жена и дети есть.
Who needs to know? Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Опять одетая. Почему он больше не раздевает жертв?
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Wouldn't park there if I were you.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Понимаю. Опять бар. Опять грёбаный бар.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices at the place for me.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Но это не полная записка.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Hope you know what you're looking for.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Интересно.
Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Интересный мужик.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is gonna look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Блять.
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Wouldn't park there if I were you.
Интересный пацан, конечно.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Я тут, походу, все нашел. Прикольно, что можно так проверять, нашел ли ты все. Либо надо еще поискать. Эх.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you.
Ну, у нас есть работа, мой друг. Сначала заедем в алкашную.
Read that those guys gently.
Of course.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Watch it, will you?
Ну, против коммунистов, это да.
Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street.
Подвези меня.
Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Я сначала немного катаюсь, чтобы мне открылась возможность на эти штуки присесть, а потом делаю как траву, потому что мне лень. Думаю, это логично.
$11K, go ahead.
11 King, citizen reports man with a gun at the intersection of Union Avenue and Rockwood Street. 11 King, code 2.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again.
Say пукая!
That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Ну, посмотрим, как пойдет.
Give it up, LAPD!
Hurry! You can still catch him.
There he is. See him?
Но кейсы тут в основном не длинные. Вопрос в том, сколько это все вообще в целом займет времени.
That's the guy. I hear he's an honest cop. There's an oxymoron for you. What's with all the firecrackers?
Reinforcements are on the way. See?
Но я ему писюн отстрелил. Я не знаю, почему он умер. Умер, потому что расист.
You're behind the wheel.
Ну, бухальня.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
У нас будут какие-то улики.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Окей.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held a job.
Не знаю, мне не получилось, но сейчас проверю.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place, corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Окей.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Ну, окей.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
Boy?
She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Что за бой?
Are you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Many people will be sad she's gone.
I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Okay.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Наконец-то показываешь хоть какие-то эмоции.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the
Ну, все наложишь.
Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Окей. А тут можно воровать. Забираем все бухло и едем нахуй отсюда. Ну, поехали искать барные приключения. А потом в боулинг заедем, наверное. Эх, как говорится, плод Фикинс.
Drink, fellas. Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Bunch of these guys. Literally, два человека сидят.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Ты мне про них хочешь рассказать?
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Пятая колонна. Понимаю.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Но, кстати, если бы Вайт не сказал мне за книжку, я бы не пересмотрел ее.
Knows it, Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night.
Oh?
They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Кто такой Тирнан?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Ну ладно, едем в Police Station. Не, ну если я сегодня смогу закончить Noire, это неплохо. Значит, по чуть-чуть будем вычеркивать твои реквестики. Значит, что будет у тебя время нафармить на новые капы.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
Хорошо. Ну, посмотрим.
No siren, Phelps? This some form of stealth attack?
Thanks for the tip.
Не, ну скажем так, если я сегодня закончу, что там останется литерали одно дело, то я, наверное, его попробую завтра постримить, если вернусь достаточно рано с работы. Ну, типа, потому что одно дело оставлять на следующие выходные, это такое себе, как по мне.
You look at this clown.
The cop who solved the big.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side? I need a drink. I got the goddamn jitters again.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Окей. Без проблем, капитан.
Got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Where's the phone? That's correct. Did you know, Mr. Mikowski?
А чё я могу позвонить?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks for your help. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Now the DA wants my head.
Bowling.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Хорошо, что GTA я раньше прошел. Сейчас только остались GTA подобные игры. Или можно сказать GTA содержащие игры. Как сыросодержащий продукт.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Не сильно продуктивный разговор. Бля, я хочу в боулинг поиграть. Эй, я даже не могу пойти мешать людям.
Down the left side of the alley.
Oh, you're the first in your family.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Или он где-то тут? Кто из вас Джимми дебил? Я чуть запутался. Я вроде бы подумал, что он где-то далеко. Или я не так понял? Кто из вас Джимми дебил?
Come on, you can tell me. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
You call these grits?
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
This is a taste.
Значит, я в тот момент не туда смотрел.
Tiernan, LAPD.
Что у людей за тупая привычка убегать, когда за ними менты пришли?
There.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires!
Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road!
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer!
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Hit him, Cole! Spit him out!
You boomhounds are a liability on the road.
Ай, блядь!
of that. It's about fucking time.
Дебил. Ладно, как говорится, он из тюрьмы никуда не убежит, надо посмотреть другие лиды. Бля, мне понравилась эта машинка. Водитель все равно ее искать не будет. Но зато она прикольная. Да, хоть немного покататься в удовольствие.
I get the point. Get out of the way! Cole, come on!
And at the next junction, you shut your trap.
Get off the road!
Какая нас квартира интересует, я уже забыл. Будем по ручкам смотреть.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Probably nothing.
Никого нет дома, значит выламываем дверь. Моя любимая.
Circumstantial.
Здорово, Ралли. Так, что мне вообще в этом комнате может интересовать? О, кстати. Ну, вторая часть письма.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Ну, это есть такое. Да.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Отлично.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
Моменты.
Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
Привет, Харя. Ну, до братьев-пилотов им немножко надо еще скукожиться.
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation at least.
Блять, на что спорим, что если я поднимусь на крышу, этот дебил начнет убегать?
Isn't that the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases? Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
Я тебя арестую за то, что ты, сука, долбоеб конченый. Ты оскорбляешь офицеров полиции, блять, при службе, нахуй. Че я не могу его въебать, блять? Блять, любитель голубятни.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk. I'll go get our wheels.
Я же говорил. Они всегда бегут.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight. There he is, officer.
Они, блядь, всегда бегут. Иди сюда, блядь.
Give it up, LAPD.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Вставай, блядь. А теперь мы будем тебя спрашивать, почему ты дебил.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it.
А где наша машина?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
Я у ментов отжал машину.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Вдруг какие-то дела будут по дороге. Например, вот это.
Can you drive to this one?
Wow, that sure looks like a beauty.
Это же все просто. Я отжал у них машину, я отжал у них работу.